What's up, swim team? It's the Big C, aka CJ Extreme, aka CJ and Lionheart of Continental Championship Wrestling. And we got another Q&A, and it is just one question once more, but that's totally fine. I could have got this out like way sooner, but I was kind of waiting a little bit till after my match that happened this past weekend, which, by the way, we had like 200 people there, bro. That shit was cool. High-fiving kids and fucking taking pictures and a bunch of, like, it was really cool. I was kind of surprised at the reaction that I got, so that was pretty cool. It was out in Jacksonville, Florida. It was pretty sweet, bro. Like, whenever it's up, of course I'm gonna post it and you guys can check it out, but not to ramble too long. We got a question coming from longtime fan and perhaps YouTube friend. I'm never really sure what to call him, but I know he's been around for a minute, and we've always been around the same amount of subscribers, which has always been really cool. So it's kind of like cool to grow together in a sense, even though we don't make videos together. We got Justin Lynch, and Justin actually is at 1,500 over 1,500 subscribers. This dude makes a lot of wrestling videos. I know that. I've seen him on X. I don't know if he still has an X account, but I'm looking at his channel right now just to make sure before I say anything about what he posts. Okay, bet. He's rocking WWE 2K25. A lot of, got some intergender matches going on. Okay, he posts a lot. I mean, he's pretty active on here. Man, stay on the grind. He's always uploading. He's always trying to, I guess, put out content. So if you need someone who does that and it's wrestling content, hey, he might be your guy. I have never seen any of his videos, but I know he used to do requests. I don't know if he still does, and you can hit him up if you want. He'll probably be in the comments of this video, for all I know. And I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't post anything crazy, and they're not gonna get in trouble for promoting him. All right. To his question, it's like an 11-minute video that we're gonna have here. I'm docking it. I'm timing it. What WWE game that you've played do you like the most? Now, I've already recorded this video and I'm redoing it because I rambled a whole bunch, but that's gonna happen. That's why I like doing these. Just kind of be talking, you can get to know me a little bit better. Because when we're playing the games, don't really have that interpersonal interaction. Not even during streams, but you get to have it here in these videos. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 is probably gonna be my favorite. If I give you a top 5, I would go 11, Here Comes the Pain, 12, 2K14, and probably 22. That's kind of interchangeable with 19, but I think I got kind of drained. And maybe in the future that'll change, but right now, I played 2K19 for so long that it just kind of sucked the life out of me on whether I even liked the game or not, or if I was just playing it because that was the option at the time. So some reasons as to why I like WWE 2K, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Number one, this is the most memorable part for me, was the weapons physics. Because it didn't matter what character I was playing as in those Road to WrestleManias. Whenever there was a weapon involved, it was epic. Everything you did was just really cool in that game when it came to weapons. At least I felt like. It could have gotten a little bit better. Some of the clips here and there maybe not have been as awesome as I wanted them to be. Like the DDT on the chair in Here Comes the Pain was nuts, but the DDT on the chair in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 was not nearly as crazy. And I think that's something they could bring back or focus on with this game coming out, and they're probably not going to. The weapons mechanics, bro. Let me do the kendo stick, label lock, or yes lock. Let me do a DDT on the chair. Sidewalk slam on a chair sitting upright. Setting up chairs next to each other so I can do a power bomb through them like they're a table or something. Stacking tables up. Hitting someone with a ladder in various ways. Like have a light strike and then a heavy strike with the different weapons. I think that would be really cool. Like I miss when you could hit someone in the gut with a table and then they would just sell right into the table so you can go into your next move, and it would be up to them to just counter. But I think they sacrifice those mechanics for graphics. This is just me theorizing. I have no actual clue. I'm not in there. I don't get invited to the 2K stuff. I don't know. I didn't get to ask questions if I wanted to. But, you know, that's just what I'm thinking. Just going based off of how much they hyperfixate on how it's going to look, Apex Predator technology, how many characters in the game. Because you got to keep in mind, they also don't have another thing that I realized about Smackdown vs. Raw 2011. I'll just say 2011 to keep it short. Was the create a story. Now, create a story used to be like universe mode, but you could control everything. I'm talking, you write out the dialogue for what you want to talk about, like what you want the promos to be. You pick the cutscenes. I think it had to be man on man, woman on woman. I don't think you could do intergender cutscenes from what I remember, but you could get free cam. Dude, you could do a shit ton. You could any spot that was, they would tell you what the spots were and you could pick them. You could even set it up to where it's like, if someone wins, then this cutscene happens. But if someone else wins, then this cutscene happens. That's what I remember. Because I think they had created a story in which games did they have it in? I know they had it in 11. I think they had it in 10 as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. I played it on the Wii, so I don't know for sure. But it still was fun. So if I first off, any game that wasn't a Nintendo game on the Wii from what I played was not nearly as good as a Nintendo game on the Wii. So for me to have fun on Smackdown vs. 2011, and it wasn't even on PlayStation 3 or Xbox, that tells you how much fun I was having. But that game was lit. It was awesome. And the thing about it, it felt like everything was of consequence. Like nowadays, I feel like I like fluidity. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I just feel like I was in more control. I had more free reign of what I wanted to do. And that's what really keeps me playing a game. That's why I played WWE 2K19 for so long with FWF. Like I didn't mind it because I had so much creative freedom. I could just go into the create a video mode and stream record the cutscenes that they have available to me, like from the My Player mode and from the Showcase mode, and just use those for, us to tell a story, And that's really what I want to do. I just wish they'd bring that back. And shout out Tony Pizza Guy. He talked about why he thinks that they won't bring it back. Basically, it comes down to accountability. Like when people were making stories, they could make the craziest stories. I'm not talking about like just fun or sexual stuff. Like it could be just deplorable stuff as well. And it was like almost like the Wild West essentially, because there was no real like way to go after the people who were doing it, because it would go on to the online and then people could download the stories, and now it's attached to WWE's name. So they would basically have to get it to where they can filter it to where you can't do as much bad shit for it to be up, right? That's what I'm to understand. I'm not going to tell you that he's the end all be all, but he made a video about it. It made a lot of sense to me, and I'm just reciting what he said. I could be wrong, and maybe they bring it back in the next game, and it's just like how it was in THQ days. It won't be, but if it was, that'd be cool. The Road to WrestleMania was really cool too. The only two that I can remember right now was the one where you had Christian and Edge, which you could get like a time machine, which is cool, or the one where you're facing the Undertaker, where the results of the matches really matter. Oh, and heel Rey Mysterio, that was also cool. You didn't have to be a heel, but you could be. I thought that was pretty awesome. Because, I've been wanting Rey Mysterio to turn heel forever. I want him to turn heel and freaking help Dominic win the world title. I think that'd be a really cool story. I was hoping to do that with Cena. I made a video about that, but shit happens. Is what it is. There's a lot of moves from SDR11 I wish they still had too. But I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But I'm just like reminiscing about some stuff that I wish they still had. The music in that game too, bro. Freaking Dash and Cody Rhodes, Broken Dreams. Even Shaq Gaspar's team was going crazy. Fucking CM Punk with the I think he had Cult of Personality in this game. He didn't have This Fire Burns, but I missed that song too. It'll definitely be in the next game though, because a lot of people theorizing he might be on the cover of the next game, or he's going to be a pertinent. He's going to have a pertinent role for sure. Yeah, man. I mean, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, like I was saying, the creative story, the weapons physics, and the universe mode, because that was the first time they introduced it. From what I remember, the cutscenes were just on point. There was always something happening, which kept it interesting, because it wasn't just like. Now I feel like I get the same cutscenes all the time when I play universe mode. So now I just focus on playing the pay-per-views. It might be different on 2K25. I haven't really looked at it, but it just, when it was on 2011, they were going all out. They were having a lot of fun, and that's what I miss, really. Just being able to have fun and have a lot of creative freedom. Hopefully that answers your question. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all for the next Q&A. Ask questions, comments below.